Shabbat Shalom. As you may know, we've begun to go through Hebrew that we use in our liturgy and some of our prayers. We started with the Baruch, that's our opening call to worship, and now we have begun going through the Shema. Last week we looked at the word Shema, and now we're adding the next word in the prayer, Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, hear, O Israel. So I want us to just become familiar with the Hebrew as we look at that Hebrew word, Yisrael. And I'm going to, instead of taking you through each letter, because we've actually been through each of these letters before, maybe you haven't been here, but this will be a way to re-familiarize yourself. Let's take it a syllable at a time, all right? The first syllable is Yis, and so you see the first letter is the Yud, the smallest letter in the Hebrew alphabet, just a little kind of a comma shape, and that's the Yud. It has a Y sound, followed by the single little dot. That vowel has an E sound, like a I, what we call a letter I. Y, and then this is the sheen, but you see the dot is on the left, and that's when it's pronounced as a S or a seen. So the dot's on one side, it's a sh, and the dot's on the other side, it's a S. So in the Shema, the dot is on the right side of that letter. But now it is Yis. And so this syllable together, because that's a silent sound, this forms the sound Yis. Can you read that Hebrew and say the word, or say the syllable Yis? All right, one step at a time. The next syllable is that middle letter, the Resh. That's an R sound. R, that's the R. Followed by A kamatz vowel. So that has the syllable sound of Ra. So far we got Yis, and now we got Ra. Can you say Ra? All right, I appreciate the cheer. Okay. And the last syllable of the word is El. So we had Yis, Ra, and now we have El. The first letter, Aleph. Aleph is a silent letter followed by the A. That's an A sounding vowel, and it leads to the El. El, Lamed. So we had Yis, Ra, and now we have El. Can we say El? El. And together that's Yisrael. And what is Yisrael? Well, the first part of the word Yisar is actually based on the verb Sarah, which means to contend with, to persist, or to exert oneself. All right? So we'll get to why it is that verb. But that's the verb Sarah, and we get the conjugation Yisar from that, Yisrael, right? And then the last part of the word is El, which is actually one of the names of God. El is often used to refer to God. It's a shorter version of what we call Elohim. Elohim is the formation of the name of God, but we always see El as well, referring to God. And this comes to us from Genesis chapter 32, where Jacob, before facing his brother Esau, met a man and wrestled with him there and prevailed. And as a result, he was blessed. And the angel or the man said, "Your name shall no longer be Jacob, but Yisrael, for you have striven, you have contended with God and with men and have prevailed." And that's where we get the name Yisrael. What I find fascinating about the Shema is this opening line, Shema Yisrael. The word Shema actually it's second person singular. So it's like I'm talking to you individually. Hey, you, Shema, listen. But Yisrael is the community, the people. So God is both speaking to each one of us as well as to us collectively to get our attention in the Shema. And that is our taste of Hebrew for today.